We're arriving at our final stop in Guatemala, the colonial city of Flores and launching pad to the Mayan ruins of Tikal. We'll explore and find out some interesting history about this small city on the water before trekking into the jungle to see the largest and possibly the oldest of the Maya cities. We made it to Flores. That ride was probably worse.
It was worse.
It was worse than the ride from Atitlan to Semak Champi.
It was just as long. So people keep telling us things, and like I just don't listen anymore now, because that was like, it's like a 6 hour ride. It was 10 and a half hours. And we stopped for 30 minutes or 45 minutes total.
Yeah, 45.
Probably.
Trying
And
to
it
cross
was
that little piece of water where they put all the cars onto little rafts, practically,
that
and float them across one by one.
That held us back probably only like really 30 or 40 minutes. It wasn't too bad, because we've had people say that it held them back like 2 hours.
Yeah, we have.
But
had people say
even
that.
with that not being super long, it was 10 and a half hours to get here.
Yeah.
I mean,
and we had people getting sick. This one girl like threw up like twice, had to keep getting out of the van. It was rough.
Wait, did I do my math right? It's 7 o'clock now.
7 o'clock.
We just got into our room 5
We
minutes
left
ago.
at 8:30 in the morning.
And we left at 8:30. So
It was a very long day. So we
Long
were
day.
going to do Tikal tomorrow, and I think tomorrow we're just going to take a day and enjoy Flores, and then do Tikal the next day.
yeah, super stoked to share Flores though, because it looks like it's a really cool spot. It's a little colonial kind of modeled town on an island in this lake, and it's pretty quaint and small, but
Yeah.
looks really promising.
And we're staying at Los Amigos, which I guess is a pretty popular place to stay.
Apparently the guy at Gringos, the owner of Gringos Hostel, actually said that everyone stays here. And he's like, it's a
and we have
great
AC
place.
in our room.
For the first time on this entire trip that we've had
excited
AC.
to have AC.
So
Yeah, is it really?
yeah, oh yeah, we didn't even have it in Airbnb.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah.
we're gonna
Cheers for
share
AC.
a little bit of Flores with you guys. Here we go.
See you later.
Wah.
In pre-Columbian times, Flores was the Maya city of Nojpeten, which means Great Island. It was here on this island that the last independent Maya state held out against the Spanish conquistadors. In 1541, Hernan Cortez actually stopped by Flores on his way to Honduras, and he didn't have time. He was trying to go to Honduras, so he didn't have time to conquer it. So it wasn't until 1697 that Flores was actually conquered by the Spanish. So those who could flee, they did so, and the Itza people hid in the jungle for years. From the ruins of Nojpeten arose the now modern city of Flores. So Flores can actually be regarded as the second oldest continuously inhabited city in the Americas, next to Cholula. Legend has it weaving was first taught to the Mayans 1,500 years ago by Itzchel, Mayan goddess of the moon, love, and textiles. Backstrap weaving is an art form passed down for generations, connecting one to the next, a beautiful and sacred storytelling, and something I was so excited to watch in person. Hope you enjoyed that history lesson. We literally spent the rest of the day eating and drinking our way around this super small city on the water. And we tried our best to enjoy the view from every rooftop restaurant we could find. But we had to get to bed early because we booked a sunrise tour at Tikal, and the shuttle would pick us up at 3:30 in the morning. At 6 a.m., the park is open, and all kinds of animals are out and about. As we walked in, we saw a Maya tree of life. The ceiba tree is the national tree of Guatemala and the sacred world tree in classic Mayan cosmology. We booked our sunrise tour directly through our hostel Los Amigos. We heard over and over again it was the best way to keep from getting ripped off by many agencies and scammers. It is said the first people lived in Tikal as far as 1000 BC. At its peak, around 1200 years ago, Tikal was home to at least 66,000 Maya.
Underneath of the temple, they found 16.5 pounds of jade. They found the body of the king. The name is A Cacao. Mr. Cocoa Bean, King Chocolate. 1.80 m and 16.5-pound necklace. A J mask, bracelet, and a pottery around it. Polychrome ceramic is mean reddish carved ceramic. That's what you use for drinking and offering. In the front of the stairs, you can see the round circle they use for throne and the sacrificial altars. The big block called Stela, that's mean recording history. Temple 1, the King Chocolate, built Temple 2 in honor to the wife.
Coming at sunrise was the way to go. Honestly, when we were told to come because there would be more animals, it wouldn't be as hot, there'd be less people, I figured everybody's gonna come at sunrise, so of course there's gonna be more people. But there's literally like less than 10 people in this main courtyard right now, and it's probably about 7 o'clock in the morning, and the sun's just starting to come out, and I'm feeling that it's getting hotter, and so I definitely recommend coming at sunrise. We had a great guide giving us amazing information, and there are only like 4 of us in the group, so definitely come at sunrise if you get the chance to come to Tikal.
Tikal is one of the best excavated Maya ruins in the world, with more than 3,000 structures and many are still buried. It was an incredibly progressive city with a stadium, schools, libraries, palaces, admin buildings, hospitals, and much more. Even though Tikal was so large, it had no water source. Residents collected rainwater in 10 reservoirs for everyday use. No one really knows for sure how this powerful civilization came to such an abrupt end. Though some historians believe it could be due to drought, warfare, or overpopulation. No one knows for sure.
This is my throne seat. Let the games begin.
Let the games commence.
Yeah, they used to play this game, and the winner, guess what the winner got? The winner got his head chopped off.
And the honor.
And the honor of his head being chopped off. I would love to lose in that game. I usually don't like to lose. I would love to lose in that game.
When archaeologists back in the 80s work in that complex, they built a tunnel underneath the pyramid first to see the base, and they found 5 pyramids in the whole area. It's like an onion style, layer on top of layer.
Wow.
Over and over and over. Between the layers, like between you, me, here, they found offerings, ceramic. When archaeologists collect them, they see pre-early classic period. Well, they stopped the work there, and then next project come, archaeologists built a tunnel inside, and they found the scale model of this place before built. There's stone.
What?
Flat, with a little path, and they found 52 stone monuments, 52 weeks in a year, and the moon cycle 52 years. But this is nada. 5 layers, in each layer, when excavating, they found 73 steps each layer. 5 times 73, 365. The view from top is 360. Plus where you stand, 1. East, west, north, south, 365. This is astronomical place.
We're leaving Flores. Finally, it's 8:30. We're trying to figure out how to kill time. Because we had like 6 hours. And then we dwindled down to 3 hours till we had to leave.
Down to 3 hours. And then we end up going back to Los Amigos where we stayed. And we're like, okay, we'll just grab some drinks and like some
3
fries.
hours. We killed 3 hours. It took us 3 hours to get fries.
Okay, don't really exaggerate. It was 2 hours and 15 minutes. But that's still not okay.
That's not okay. They ended up giving them to us on the house. We were like, hey, we gotta go. We have to catch a night bus. We were thinking we could get dinner here before we left. And like, we've been here 2 hours and where's our papas? So anyway, now we're trying to wobble down. I had leftover wine from last night and he had 1 beer, so good for him. So now we're wobbling down cobbly stone streets. Cobbly wobbly.
Now we're just going on and on.
Cobbly wobbly streets.
Here we go. From the beautiful colonial town of Antigua and Acatenango and Fuego to
Habatanongo.
to Habatanongo, then to the beautiful water and sunsets at Lake Titlan,
To Semichampi.
to
Flores.
Flores,
And Tikal.
and then Tikal.
The Mayan ruins.
Guatemala has been a
Oh my gosh.
real treat.
What a trip.
Absolutely add it to your bucket list if it's not.
Yes. See you in the States. Mwah. But first, you might find this information useful. We took a night bus from Flores to Guatemala City to save on time. It's a 7 to 9 hour drive. We decided to pay a little more for the semi-cama seat versus a regular reclining chair to make sure we'd be able to sleep during the windy ride to the city. And let's just say it was a great decision.